The most terrifying moments don't always happen in some haunted house or a dark alley. A lot of the time, they happen in the most familiar places, on the most ordinary days. Today, we're going to walk through 3 true stories of school lockdowns where a totally normal day was just shattered.
And that's what's so unsettling about all this. The real terror isn't just about what happened, it's about how it happened. It just explodes right out of the mundane and turns a place of learning into a place of pure fear without any warning at all.
So our stories kick off in 3 totally separate, completely unsuspecting places. You've got a calculus class, a school lunchroom, and a quiet little office. For everybody in these stories, it was a day just like any other, until it wasn't. Okay, picture this. It's 7th period, it's Friday, spring break is so close you can practically taste it. The teacher, he's a pretty laid-back guy, has already given up on teaching for the day and is just playing online quiz games with the class. The mood is super light, totally relaxed. It's the perfect picture of a normal, wind-down-the-week classroom. Now, in another school, it's a rainy day, which means every single student is crammed inside. The lunchroom is just this chaotic symphony of hundreds of middle schoolers. It's loud, it's crowded, and it's perfectly 100% normal.
And our third spot is this hidden little office way down in a school basement. There's a 22-year-old intern just eating his lunch, totally isolated from the rest of the school. It's his own quiet bubble, completely removed from all the classrooms upstairs.
And for everyone in each of these places, that ordinary day is about to be completely ruptured by a single, terrifying announcement. This is it. This is the moment the switch flips. So, back in that calculus class, the dean's voice suddenly crackles over the loudspeaker. But it isn't the usual monotone announcement. You can hear the panic in his voice, the frantic edge, and that's what makes it instantly, terrifyingly clear that this is real. In a split second, that laid-back teacher is gone. He just moves, with his practiced urgency, runs to kill the lights, slams the door lock, and shoves all his students into a back corner. The classroom goes from a fun hangout to a barricaded shelter in seconds. The game is over.
Meanwhile, over in that noisy cafeteria, 4 loud booms suddenly echo through the room. Now, the first thought is thunder, maybe, but the reaction is immediate and it's visceral. The entire lunchroom just erupts in screams. This is not a weather event. This is pure panic.
And down in the basement, the terror doesn't arrive with a bang. It comes with a quiet, chilling phone call. The intern is told someone, and they think he's armed, has gotten into the school. And he's all alone, in an office with no door, in a basement where the lock doesn't even work.
For every single person hiding now, sight is useless. They're all plunged into darkness and silence. The only thing they have are their ears, and every single sound, it gets amplified, magnified into a possible threat. In the calculus class, after what feels like forever hiding in silence, the familiar hum from the ceiling lights just stops. They've cut the power to the whole school. And the silence that follows is so much heavier, so much more ominous. It confirms this is really, really serious. And then, a new sound rips right through that silence. It's a man's voice, screaming at the top of his lungs from down the hallway. The words are just pure, unhinged menace. 2 of the girls in the classroom just start to cry. The fear is no longer just a feeling, it's a sound. The screaming is now joined by these violent sounds. The man is banging on lockers, just rampaging down the hall. Each loud, metallic crash feels closer, more personal. To the students huddled in the dark, it sounds like he's trying to break through the school itself. At the same time, down in the basement, the intern's been hiding, texting his coworkers, but getting no response. And then he hears it, the loud, echoing creak of the main basement door. Someone is coming down the stairs. Someone is in the basement with him. So that protective barrier, that locked door, that hidden room, it's about to vanish. For 2 of our storytellers, the unseen danger is about to become terrifyingly, horribly real.
The banging has moved. It's not on the lockers anymore. It's on their classroom door. This isn't just a noise in the hallway. It's a direct, violent assault on their tiny sanctuary. The man is screaming, "Open up," as he pounds away, and the crying in the room just gets louder. It feels like it goes on for an eternity. Down in the basement, the intern has been confronted by a man who says he's also just hiding. And then, his phone dings. It's a text from his coworker, and the words on that little screen change everything. A teacher has been shot, and then there's a description of the shooter. Just imagine that moment. You're in the dark, you see the glow of your phone, and those terrifying words are just burned into your mind. You just told this stranger where the other exit is. And now, you slowly lift your head to look at the man standing right in front of you.
And the realization just crashes down on you. The man's story, it doesn't match the text. Panicking, the intern just bolts for the stairs. A single gunshot echoes through the basement as a bullet ricochets off metal somewhere in the dark. He is running for his life.
The lockdowns, they do eventually end. The police arrive. The immediate threat is neutralized. But that sense of safety, the whole idea of a school being a secure place, that is shattered forever. The story isn't over just because the sirens fade away.
Yeah, it was only afterwards that the full picture started to come together. That screaming man in the hallway? A janitor found him asleep in a storage closet. The booms at the middle school, they came from a disturbed neighbor barricaded in his home. And the gunman in the basement, he was caught by police as he tried to escape.
But there's a detail from that first story that makes it even more chilling. A rumor started going around that the man they found sleeping in the closet, he had a .44 Magnum in his pocket. And worse, by the time the police got there, he was gone. They never found him. And that's what sticks with you, isn't it? The gunman was caught, the neighbor was contained, but one threat just vanished into thin air. It leaves you with this deeply unsettling question. When the alert is finally lifted and the lights come back on, does that feeling of being a target ever truly go away?